So Pokemon Legends Arceus is finally here, and if you guys remember, I was pretty hyped for this back when it was announced. The trailer seemed like this new and refreshing take on the formula, and personally, I was all for it. I've made videos in the past talking about how stale Pokemon has become, and I can specifically remember when I started hating the series. Pokemon Sun and Moon, I remember picking up that game, playing for an hour and saying, yeah, Pokemon Sun and Moon, more like Pokemon Cell, and move on from Pokemon. But with Arceus finally in the Pokemon's hands, what do I think about it? That's a bit of a complicated answer, so stay tuned. First off, let me address the big problem that everyone has complained about with Arceus: the graphics. Yeah, I know. And people have let Game Freak know that their game looks like doggy shite. And I agree with you guys, yeah, especially this little cat monster here. I mean, I know the game is about catching monsters, but I didn't know they were gonna look this bad.
That is the ugliest looking cat I've ever seen in my life.
But I gotta be honest here, and I'm very surprised that I'm gonna be coming to Game Freak's defense here. Every Pokemon game from Red to now had some pretty questionable graphics. And if you thought that this one was gonna be any different, then you were kidding yourself. Think about it. Game Freak has never made an open-world Pokemon game. We've been asking them over and over and over again to do one, yet they kept doing the same old, tired formula because that's what works. It sells. Just look at this. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl hit 6 million sales within the first week of its release. That is absolute insanity. By the way, that was for a remake. It's not even a new game. Game Freak just reskinned it, made it look a little prettier, and boom, 6 million sales. Do you see the problem here? There was no need to reinvent the formula. Pokemon was never, ever struggling. But the fact that they felt the need to innovate is so refreshing to me, because Pokemon Legends Arceus is the best Pokemon game I've played in years. Screw the graphics. Yes, they look bad. Yes, they need to be improved upon, but with this being Game Freak's first foray into a Pokemon game of this magnitude, I really don't think they did a bad job at all. The gameplay is super satisfying. I love the fact that I don't see a no more of that garbage. No more random encounters. Nobody likes those, okay? Instead, just throw your Pokemon out there and boom, you're right in the battle. And can I also just say this, the battle music, who was in the studio producing this? The battles themselves, they're actually difficult. You will be one-shot and two-shot frequently by enemy Pokemon. So you know all those Pokemon types that are more or less effective against one another? Yeah, they actually matter. Then on top of all that, they added in styles into the game. Once you've mastered one of your moves, you can go Agile style with, let's say, Quick Attack to get another move in before your opponent. But it's much less powerful than a regular attack would be. Still, in some cases, it's useful to get that extra chip damage in to make sure you can finish off the enemy Pokemon. But then on top of that, you can go Strong style, which powers up your move slightly, but then the enemy Pokemon gets 2 free turns to wail on you if you aren't able to finish them off. And combat is finally exciting, because there's this risk-reward system that wasn't in previous games. And because Pokemon are more dangerous within the battles, the world feels more dangerous in general as well. Hell, even the game itself goes to great lengths to say, hey, Pokemon are our friends and all, but when it comes down to it, we gotta make sure to defend ourselves because these still are wild animals at the end of the day. When you first arrive in the village, for instance, the lady tells you, hey, you better earn your keep or you're getting kicked out of the village to die. Like, damn, lady, in a Pokemon game? Come on, man, that's hype. And while there are no gym leaders and badges to obtain, make no mistake, there is still a lot to do in this game. There's a main storyline where you have these boss battles with rampant Pokemon that are raging and mauling people, so of course, you gotta be the one to go quell their fury. And I died 3 times fighting Arcanine, holy hell, I don't want to talk about it. You're gonna want to make sure to keep up with your research tasks on Pokemon, which could involve seeing them do a certain move, or catching them multiple times, because that will get you that satisfying rank up with the Galaxy team. These rank ups earn you access to rewards like better Pokeballs, and you also become more adept at commanding Pokemon at higher levels. Then there's the ultimate task of catching every single Pokemon to get a chance at tackling Arceus. I've already clocked myself around 15 hours and I feel like there's so much more left to do. According to How Long to Beat, the main story's 21 hours, main plus extras 29 hours, and if you want to be a completionist, 71 hours is what it's going to take you to 100% the game. I don't know what it is about Nintendo games, but they're the only games half the time that I actually want to do everything, because Nintendo usually offers a pretty cool reward for doing so. With Odyssey, it was this challenging-ass final level, and if you didn't beat that level, you didn't really beat Odyssey. Just saying. With Breath of the Wild, it was unlocking the legendary Tunic. And with Legends Arceus, it's one final legendary Pokemon. All this to say, yes, Pokemon Legends Arceus is not a perfect game. It has its problems, but to act like this is a step backwards instead of a step forward for Pokemon is completely ridiculous. I can't wait for them to build on this idea, and I'm sure the next Pokemon game is probably gonna blow me out of the water. Add gyms, add all the other stuff that was missing from Arceus that's in other Pokemon games, and you got yourself a 10 out of 10. Personally though, I've been enjoying my time with Arceus and can't wait to play more of it over on twitch.tv/quick_reviews. So, if you're not following me over there, go ahead, click that follow button so you can catch me live. With that, don't forget to like and subscribe this video or I'm not gonna poke your mon, okay?